a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana. I wouldn't touch you either. 39.5-foot You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You got termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Well, given the choice between the two of you, I would take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks and your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three best words I would use to describe you are as follows, and I quote: Stag! 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 Yeah! Oh, yeah, yeah! Mr. Grinch! Stag! 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 Yeah!
What is happening, everybody? Merry Christmas. I'm glad you joined me. We got a very thought-provoking episode tonight. And, of course, we got a special guest. Some of you might know him. I bet you a lot of you don't. That's why I'm bringing him on, because I had a good chat with him tonight. And I like him, and I want to get him out to you guys. So, you know what? Let's get this thing going. All right. So there's something I need to talk to you about. Not just Rollin Throttle, but as one of you. As a biker, as a builder, as a dreamer, and someone who's been where you are. See, we bust our asses every single day, wrenching, riding, building this family from scratch while working full-time jobs. I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. I'm here to share something real, because this is a grassroots and as American as it gets. But lately, I've been wondering, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people, because I'm wondering if is it me? Is it the way I talk? The way I carry myself? Does it hold us back? Or is there something more of, why what's going on. I'm wondering, like, when we do giveaways, why do giveaways get quiet? Why don't we see the same excitement when we try to get you involved? And I just want to figure that out, and I want to figure that out together, because this brand, Rollin Throttle, you know, it's not just about parts, merch, or motorcycle content. It's about the people. It's about you. So, you know what? Stick around. Let's figure this out. Let's talk about it and talk about where we're going, talk about what we're building, and why Rollin Throttle is more than just a logo on a t-shirt, a website with parts. You, you with me? And like I said, I also have a very special guest. So let's get into it. All right. So here's the deal. Rollin Throttle is built on grit, heart, and time we don't always have. It's late nights, early mornings, and long days when we're juggling full-time jobs just like most of you. But we keep pushing because we believe in what we're building and we believe in this family. But I've been seeing something. I've been seeing a disconnect, whether it's the giveaways, the ambassador programs, or just trying to get you all more involved. The energy doesn't match what we're putting in, and I'm not mad about it. I'm just trying to understand it. Maybe you don't realize it yet, but this isn't some big corporation. We're not a company with deep pockets. There's no team of marketers sitting behind the desk. There's no marketing firm telling us what to do. It's just us. And it's also a small team with a huge passion, busting our asses to create something special. And we're doing it for you, because Rollin Throttle is about family. It's about riders supporting riders and people who get what this life is all about. But here's where I need you. I want to make this brand, this content, this company, the merch, the parts, the customer service, the events even better. I want to take this family and make it strong. So I'm asking, what do you want to see? What would make Rollin Throttle something you can't wait to share with your friends? What would make you proud to rock our t-shirts, our hats, and trust us when it comes to parts or your rides? I'm also asking you to look at the time, effort, and soul that all of us pour into this, because every part we sell, every shirt you buy, every like, share, comment, that's just not supporting a brand. That's the fuel. That's what keeps us rolling, and what lets us bring you more. And look, maybe it's me, maybe it's the way I talk or carry myself. It isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I get that. I'm rough around the edges, but I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not just to impress the internet. It's going to be real, because I'm real and because you're real. You see past the noise and connect with what's going on. So let's figure this out together. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you need and what you want. And if you believe in what we're doing, please stand with us. Share the videos, tag your friends, tell anybody. Support small, because this thing we're building, it's not for me. It's not even for Rollin Throttle. It's for all of us. And at the end of the day, Rollin Throttle is about the community, the culture, and the family. It's about the people who live the ride, who live the push through the storm, and who never stop rolling no matter what life throws at us. So let me ask you a few questions here, because like I said, I want your input. I told you this is going to be thought-provoking. Now I want your input on this because 2025, we're really working hard to try to make this great for you guys. What, and I guess my first question would be, what would make you proud to rep Rollin Throttle? Would it be different merch, new designs, more parts, more giveaways? Just like what would make you proud to rep what's going on? Nick said, I will give that some serious thought and I will get back with you on it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not doing here to I'm not trying to rant like, oh, you guys aren't doing enough. No, I'm trying to listen to you guys and figure out what we can do to become better. See, Monog, let's see. Monog in Dallas says Rolling Throttle is family to me because it is family. I know this might sound silly because you guys hear me 1,000 times. I don't have followers. I don't have subscribers. I don't have people to. I got family. Let's see. Riding on 3. I'm honestly already proud and do so as I simply remember to do so. Thank you very much. And I appreciate it because I know you're one of the guys. You're out there. You're pushing, especially with us in the truck community. I appreciate what you're doing there on Riding on 3s. XAN. The lifestyle is why I like Rollin Throttle. Thank you. Because XAN is a great example. We're not a one brand. We're not one brand. We're more about the motorcycle, putting your knees in the breeze, being together, supporting each other, having a great time. Oh, let's see. Behind the bars, putting on more group rides, bringing everyone together. Thank you for a suggestion. Let's see. Dr. J. Who is your target market and who is it now? And who are you looking to attract? I don't know if it's actually looking to attract because we got a pretty good market. We got a pretty good family. I'm just trying to see what we can do to get you guys more involved. Big Mike, I support because I like what I see and the feeling I get talking to you guys. You know what, Big Mike? I love you to death. That's right, Dallas. Hashtag respect the ride. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys answering this, man. I appreciate everybody being in here. But yeah, that was my first question. I got a great another question for you. If you could change one thing about what we're doing right now, what would it be? And I want you to be honest because I can take it. If there's one thing you're like, man, you guys would be even better because you did blank or you do blank, what would it be? Let's see. Oh, no, this isn't like that. I'm trying to get what we can do to be better. I'm not saying, oh, you're not doing enough. I am here to listen to you guys because there's several people know I'll make phone calls. I'll talk to the guy down the street. I'll talk to the guy that's on the little scooter just to see what we can do. Jamming. I'm already proud. Appreciate it, man. I love what you guys are doing over there on your channel. Evil Rick, just do you. If anyone doesn't like it, then F them. That's true. But that's not even like, I'm not even saying people don't like us. I'm trying to make it better. That's what I'm really trying to do here. Let's get through here more and more. Guns and Baggers up. My West Virginia boy. That's right. We support. We stay together. I support because two are a real one. Thank you, Kelfire. I appreciate it. Man, you guys are once again. This is what you guys make me excited. This chat is like trying to keep up with you guys. Is going through everything. Could you make Tweedle nicer? He's a grown man. I can't make him nicer. The only thing I can do is keep him away from customers, and we all know what happens when that. You know. So let's see. Riding with so many companies out and about lately, may need to try to find something a bit unique to really step out beyond others. Yeah. Let's see. What's Bliss says? Yo, do you remember what you first paid to insure your bike? I mean, back in the day when I could pay $25. That's a long time ago. Let's see. Dr. J, I think what you do with your questions and thoughtfulness is unique and adds to your label. Thank you, Dr. J. Maybe one of these days I can add the Rollin Throttle tours on so you can come and ride some more with us. Let's see. Let's see what old Salty's got. When do you leave the frozen tundra to look into the Donnie Smith show? Oh, disruptions always in there was great. You could burn more fuel, creating global warming. I could have less winter and more weather, more warm weather time. Uh, um, let's see. Riding on 3 says try to work something out with suspension tech to add your brand label on the shocks, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about that. But one, that's a lot of money. Two, um, is it really adding anything, or being a good stewardess and a good and representative suspension tech? You know, because they got a great name, they got great products, great name. So Twill says he would love it if I would keep my cold weather up there. Shoot, no, Twill, you know how I like to share. I like to make sure everybody's a part of it. But yeah, so that's my little thing today. Just because we're going through like 2025 and I'm trying to figure all this up. And so I was like, the best way I could do is come on here, ask you guys, let you guys answer, and then, excuse me. Because who's the best people? You guys are. You guys that have supported us, that has done everything, you guys are the best people. So that's why I look towards you. That's why I'm always asking you guys questions. Um, you know, let's see here. I'm getting messages here. Let's see what else we got. Well, like kind of like how some of the other streamers have their own stamp on their favorite brand items that have a unique twist to them. Yeah, that's true. We're just not like we're not big. You know, we're not big. We're not really doing. I think you keep going, doing what you are doing the way you're doing it with quality products, good attitude, and good things that will come to you. I appreciate that. We try real hard. Motor Noggin's bringing up H2O. I will not answer that because, I mean, if you couldn't get H2 performance correct, I'm not going to answer the H2O. Yeah, partner and collab are the best way to expand. This is really more about you guys. It's not really like trying to become bigger. I'm trying to bring you guys better stuff. Why? Okay. I know every week I answer Mob of the Mountains. Nothing has changed. Once again, we are not doing anything until after the first of the year because apparently I'm trying to put together stuff way too far out of advance. And a lot of these places do not want to talk or try to set something until after the first of the year. But once I have news, it will be on here. It will be passed. It will be on the website. And I will make sure everybody knows. That I can share right now? Nothing that I haven't said before. I'm hoping on the big giveaway show that we'll have a lot more breaking news. Excuse me, breaking news coming. Dr. J really wants me to do Rollin Throttle tours. Let's see. I think people forget Rollin Throttle isn't a manufacturer. I do too. I mean, we do have a lot of very close relationships. We are not a manufacturer. We just we've helped some of these companies develop what they're doing out there. But let's see. What's up, Tiger Ward? He wishes everybody a Merry Christmas. You guys are awesome. You guys are super awesome. So I'll stop it right there because I just wanted to drop it to you guys. Hit me up on DMs. I want to hear from everybody. I don't care if you want to talk, we'll talk. And let me know what you think. Don't think you don't have any good ideas, all right? Because you never know where a good idea comes from. Sometimes not knowing is even better because you're not blinded by information. You're looking from the outside. All right. Well, let's get on to the fun part here. I have some very special guests tonight. Had a great conversation the other night with them. They are newer to the YouTube social media world. Got a little kick-ass father and son stuff going on. I invited them on because I wanted to introduce them to you guys. It's kind of cool when I'm looking through. It's a lot of stuff that we've done on our channel. They're in some great areas to go riding. And I don't know if how many guys have listened to them, but you should. So without further ado, let me bring them on. What is going on, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, if a lot of people in the chat and the side might not know, this is Behind the Bars 859 YouTube channel. And it's kind of funny because they met Sam and Susan, reached out, we talked. But as I said in our conversation, it's kind of funny. Your Man of War video popped up in my feed before that even happened.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of those guys, Pooh Bear, they're awesome guys.
Yeah, that was a fun video to shoot for sure.
Yeah. They're down to earth.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen, go on my channel. I took the drone out there. I did all kinds of stuff. But let's make this a typical beginning of an interview. I want you to introduce individually each one of yourselves, so that way people know when I say a certain person's name, they know who I'm talking to on the screen. So go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Ben Stevenson. This is my dad.
I'm Brian.
So Brian, I'm the one. Me and you talked, right?
Yeah. There's another one too. My other son Jared. He couldn't come tonight.
Yeah. I was wondering because I watched that. Which one was it? The thrashing video where like all three of you guys were there. Yeah. Yep. And then Smoky Mountain, the two sons. You guys started that video out.
Yeah.
At least the one I watched. But
yeah, we try to get all of us in all the videos, but sometimes one of us are busy or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of fun shooting together as a family for sure.
It is. Because if you go look, I have a lot of family.
Yeah.
I got a lot of people on my stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the experience more enjoyable when you have people to do it with, you know?
Yep, for sure.
All right. So I want to start out with your guys' personal journey into motorcycles. And my first question to you guys is the typical one. What got you into motorcycles and how has your journey evolved over the years?
Yeah, my dad back in the, I guess, 50s started riding Harleys, and he rode motorcycles, all Harleys, up until probably when I came along, I guess. And my brother rode with him. It's a family riding thing all along. I first rode I have an Indian 50. I still have it actually, and I rode it when I was 2.5. It had training wheels on it, and then I guess when I was probably 6, they took the training wheels off, and then I could ride then. And Ben didn't start riding until he was what?
Well, riding motorcycles,
7?
yeah, 7 or 8. Started riding pit bikes and stuff, but I mean, for as long as I can remember, we were going to supercrosses in Indianapolis, and we've been around dirt bikes and motorcycles our whole lives.
So
yeah.
So your typical transition, you started out on dirt and then got into
Yeah. Got old and got hurt, and then switched to the street.
Yeah, both of the boys raced GNCCs for what, 3 years?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Racing the youth class.
Sure. Yeah. So when you went from dirt to street, did you go into sport bikes first before you got into cruisers, or did you go automatically?
I had well, when I got my license, that was my transportation as an FJ 600 Yamaha until I could get my real license. So that's what I started out riding, and then I got an FJ 1200. What year was that thing?
Was it 06?
Yeah, it was in 06, I think. And I just had it for a couple of years, and then a couple of my buddies got Harleys. They had street glides, and then I got a 21 Lowrider S is my first Harley.
Oh, sweet.
So that thing, it was good. But I was always riding with about 6 street glides. I felt out of place. So I went and test rode a road glide and street glide, and wound up getting a 24 street glide.
And that's kind of how it was for me too. When we switched off a dirt bike, so when I got a street bike, my uncle, my dad's brother, he does a lot of adventure rides and stuff around down in Kentucky. So I got an adventure bike, a Suzuki V-Strom 1000. So rode that for a while, but like he said, I was riding around with guys on Harleys and street glides all the time. So finally decided to get a cruiser bike. I just got a 23 Indian Scout just a couple weeks ago. So
I have a kick-ass exhaust and some awesome suspension for that motorcycle.
I already sent him pictures of that.
Let me tell you what, I love those things, dude. They handle great. They're I know I'm going to get shot by the Harley community. They ride a lot better than the equivalent of like the lowrider that's equivalent of it.
Mm-hmm.
They handle and ride better in it. And man, they are quick from factory. They are quick.
Yeah, I've only got to ride it once. It's been pretty cold, but I really like it a lot. So definitely excited to get some of the stuff from you guys, the suspension and stuff for it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right. Well, just so you know, and the people in the chat will do it to you. We're safety conscious to a point. As our friend that has Left Lane Syndicate says, we ride safe-ish. Okay. We're a bunch of hooligans. With me, you don't know what you're going to get. At one moment, I'm leading the pack in the tour, just cruising. Next moment, I'm out there doing burnouts and drifting donuts. Like it just depends on what gets up my ass that day. Is what
kind of mood. Kind of mood you're in.
Yeah. So I got another great question for you guys. And this is towards your guys' personal journey before we get into your actual channel and what you guys do. Was there a specific moment when you realized riding wasn't just a hobby, but a lifestyle for you guys?
And I guess for as long as I can remember, it kind of has been.
Yeah, I've like motorcycles or it kind of thing.
Yeah, like you said, like when winter starts up, it's like, man, can't wait to start watching Supercross.
Yeah, we go to Supercrosses. Yeah. We know some Supercross guys and stuff. So
and then when springtime rolls around, you can't wait to go riding. So that's just kind of how it's always been for us.
So you guys can say you guys kind of like were born into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think majority of us were. But so before you guys started doing your channel, social media stuff, and just enjoying and doing what you're doing, Who would you say were your biggest influences within the motorcycle culture, the motorcycle community? I forgot to tell you, I do really good questions. This
Yeah.
Biggest influences in the motorcycle community.
Yeah, like when you were coming up and stuff. What really influenced you? Who was your influence?
Do you follow Supercross?
Oh yeah.
So you know Aaron Plessinger, I guess.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today.
Yeah. So Aaron Plessinger's dad, Scott, was a national champion several times in the GNCCs. So I used to go with him and my brother to races, and I was kind of their pit crew. And I mean, he was kind of like the guy that made me think, motors. I mean, that was his life. Motorcycle, it still is. Him and his son Aaron is, one of the top guys in the world, motocross, supercross. So probably him.
Yeah.
Scott Summers also lives 15 miles from us. He was a multi-time national champion in GNCCs too. So like, I kind of like grew up with those guys and rode with them, and I was like, there was always somebody to look up to, I guess,
Yeah.
And Ben, Scott trained Ben when they were racing.
Yeah, so I remember when I was 12, 13 years old riding with Aaron. They had a place down in Georgia. We would go down in the winter.
Yeah.
And train there before the GNCC season. Like he said, just I guess the passengers would be.
Yeah.
So this question's more towards Ben, since you guys we're talking about dirt. How hard is it to bring your dirt skills onto asphalt?
Well, it was a lot easier. Well, haven't rode the Scout very much, but on the V-Strom.
Yeah, I got something to add to that too. Go ahead.
On the V-Strom, it was kind of easy. You kind of could lean in further. On the Scout, something I saw was that and noticed it kind of drags, when you lean over a lot. But I guess kind of just the basics of knowing how to manipulate a bike is what helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you going to say?
Yeah. So you have a son. How old's your son?
We have an 18-year-old and we have a 14-year-old.
Does the 18-year-old ride?
No.
Yeah. So if and when they start riding, I mean, when you're following him like down the tail of the dragon and he's in front of you, you're watching him and you're like, I don't like following him because he rides a street bike like he used to ride a dirt bike. That's what my other son.
I can feel that to a point because my wife started riding a few years ago.
I was just going to say, your wife rides.
Yeah.
I would not want my wife to ride.
A lot of these guys in the chat don't want her to ride because she whoops the crap out of them. Little 5 foot nothing on a big bagger just right past.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to realize on the street, like you're only supposed to go so fast compared to on a dirt bike. You just go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, and what's funny is I watched your Tell the Dragon thing. The performance baggers passing you guys.
Yeah.
The bad thing is,
I'm
like naming off the guys. Like, oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I know him. Because we're all kind of like a small niche community.
That was funny. That Banks, Jeremy Banks, commented on the video and said, "Hey, that's me on there."
Yep. It's just funny. Like, yep, I know who that is. I know who that is. I know that bike. But so with all your guys' riding, what would be your craziest or most memorable ride you've ever been on?
And I loved it. I loved the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been across it a bunch of times that I liked. Like that whole Smoky Mountain thing was pretty fun. My wife and I have rode across there by ourselves before where there's no traffic and you can pretty much go as fast as you want to go. That's fun.
Well, wait until I get you guys a mob in the mountains when we all get up there and start ripping.
That's what I told him. I can't wait to do that.
That sounds awesome.
No traffic, and there's one ride we do. It's called the Hellbender, and it is the Tail of the Dragon on steroids.
Yeah,
because it's like 300 miles and I forget, like 3,000 some turns. Like,
oh wow!
Yeah, it's but it's a lot of elevation change too.
Mm-hmm. Oh nice, yeah.
Like
that's the way our riding is around here.
Yeah,
on
one moment
elevation.
you're on top of the mountain, next moment you're down in the valley, and just keep going. Same way with you getting some chicanes and stuff like that, and they're rolling with elevations. So you're coming up, and then you're diving right back down into a turn. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I remember driving the snowshoe, taking them to the GCCs up there, and man, driving that over there. Wow.
well, that's part of the area we're going to be in for Mob
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
last year I took them to snowshoe. They loved it. So,
Yeah, I saw that video the other day.
let's see. If you could ride any road in the world, where would it be and why?
Mm,
I don't know.
I like to ride Pacific Coast Highway, and also up there in Sturgis. I'm not sure what those roads are, but there's 4 or 5 that everybody talks about. I want to come there and ride.
Well,
Never been there yet.
check out my channel. They're probably on the channel somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's Needles, Iron Mountain.
Needles. Yeah, I watched
and,
one of your wife and your son rode the other day.
Yeah, that's Beartooth Pass.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That we thought Pikes Peak was
Oh yeah,
challenging.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
thought
that
Pikes
would be
Peak
cool
was
too.
challenging
Oh, yeah, that would be
until we
cool.
rode Beartooth Pass.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Pacific Highway. It's great. It's like from Sacramento to San Francisco sucks. The southern part of it is awesome, and the northern California and Oregon and Washington up the coast is freaking awesome. But it's like there's a section and it just sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only part I've seen is on thrashing videos. Those guys, and it always looks cool, on the video. So, and everybody
Yep.
talks about it. So,
Yeah. Well, I love Northern California. I love riding it. There's other reasons why I don't like California.
yeah, right.
So you guys are kind of new in the social media world, but you're not new into the motorcycle community. So what's your guys' favorite part of being in the motorcycle community?
Probably stuff like this, meeting
Yeah.
new people,
Yeah.
getting to talk, share interests, talk
Yep.
about new stories, like, what roads are your favorite, stuff like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, whenever we go to wherever we're at, we always wind up talking to somebody, and they tell us some cool road to try, or
Yeah.
vice versa. So, just getting to hang out with everybody, like meeting like Sam and Susan down there was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool too, for sure.
Sam and Susan, the 2-Up Journey junkies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Love 'em. Next time you meet him, tell Sam his beard looks horrible. He needs to get a beard comb out. A lot of people in the chat understand that's a little running joke because every time we ride with him, and I'm not just me, there's a lot of people we ride with him. Every time we stop, he's got to get his beard comb out.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to know, like, what bike do you currently ride, and why did you choose to get it?
Yeah, like I said before, I have a 24 Street Glide, and I test rode a Road Glide, and I was thinking about an Indian Challenger, and I went and looked at one, and then I went to Harley and rode a Road Glide and a Street Glide, and I liked the Street Glide better. Just felt a little smaller for me, and the Indian felt bigger than the Road Glide, and I thought, so well, that's kind of out for me. So
Yeah, and you had been riding with our buddies that both had Street Glides,
Yeah.
kind of feeling left out.
Yeah.
Probably thought.
I for sure wanted a bagger, but
Yeah.
What about you,
Yeah.
Ben?
And yeah, for me, I just got that 2023 Indian Scout Rogue. So I kind of looked at bikes. We went down to Man of War and I was just kind of looking at the used bikes, whatever dealer we could go to.
yeah, he was trying to find a good deal.
Yeah, I was looking for a good deal pretty much, and pretty much found one at Ride NKY, the Indian dealer in Walton, Kentucky. And we was kind of just shooting the video, and I was kind of just like looking at the bikes, and then when we was editing the video back, I saw that bike again. I was like, man, that bike was pretty cool. So we went back out there like the next day, and I sat on it some more. I just really liked the way it was kind of low to the ground, the way it kind of was stanced, like the bigger front wheel. I just really like the styling on the bike, and it had some pretty cool performance upgrades. It had exhaust and floorboards and highway bars and stuff already on it. I was like, man, this seems like a pretty good deal.
We're gonna get you on performance.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you on real performance. Just so you guys know, also, like I talked to you, Brian, and everybody knows I'm also a partner in a performance speed and development shop. So we're always building. We're always building.
Yeah.
And learning, how far you can push them and what's reliable. And because trust me, you push them too far, they break.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So here's a little fun one for you guys. What's one song or playlist that's always on when you're riding?
Well, you're not going to believe it, but Jared told me I'm not allowed to play music on my bike anymore because we're always shooting video.
Yeah.
And I've done videos before, and he's like, "We can't use any of this." I'm like, "What are you talking about? That was awesome, really." He's like, "We can't use it. You're playing that music. They'll copyright us." So I don't even listen to music when I'm riding.
Yeah, I don't ever hardly listen to music when we're riding either. But I don't know. I don't know what would be a good song to listen to while you're riding.
I don't know if you could hear it, but when that Jeremy Banks passed us in that video, he had Miley Cyrus "Party in the USA" just blasting.
Oh,
It was hilarious. It was so fun.
yeah. There's a running joke. I'll tell you later. There's a running joke about that. But yeah, I'm just wondering because since you don't play it, but what's your normal go-to when you listen to music? Like if there's one
country, just country stuff.
Yeah.
You have a normal go-to artist that you go to, or
not really? Just pretty much the whatever is going on with the country scene.
We'll go to work. We also work together every day, so we go to work and listen to the Sirius XM.
Yeah.
The highway.
Yeah.
So pretty much listen to that. Yeah.
Yep. It's a good channel.
Yeah.
I would probably get that on my street light if I could.
Yeah.
You can.
You can?
Yep.
I'm sure you can.
Harley told me I couldn't.
Yeah. Of course, Harley told you couldn't.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
So
I would probably say, I just thought of a song. Probably "We Ride" by Brian Martin.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Brian Martin, "We Ride." That's on my playlist. Yeah. Oh, yep. That and a little FAFO. So, if you could ride alongside any rider or anybody in history, who would it be? If you could go riding, with one person in history, live or dead, who would it be?
Well, what would you say to that?
What would I say to that? Fortunately, I've gotten to do that already. Nobody?
Matt Laidlaw, he does some cool rides.
Yeah.
You rode with him?
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Yeah, he does some cool rides.
Yeah, he's very down to earth.
I mean, the thrashing guys would be fun.
Yep, Lance Jr.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 2-Lane Life. Those guys too. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Lance Sr. and Galen. Yep, Jod. Yep, those three probably the most down to earth people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So
I noticed he was using a DJI camera, and I messaged Josh, and I said, "Hey, do you like that DJI camera? I'm thinking about getting one." And I bet 20, 30 minutes later, he messaged me back and left me a little message about it. And I mean, I thought that was cool. Just he seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah, we were fortunate when we started. They kind of started at the same time, and when we were traveling, doing our cross country riding and stuff, we kind of crossed paths and did some stuff together, and just got to know them. And yeah, I mean, all three of them, you could hit them up, and they'll just answer your question and help you out, man. They're
yeah,
awesome.
It'd be hard for me to pick somebody to ride with. Like I said, everybody, the YouTubers all seem cool. I mean, there's 20 or 30 of them. There's like that.
Yeah. So here's a big thing, all of us know about doing, especially working full time and what we do. But how do you guys balance your passion for riding with the rest of your life and everything else going on?
Well,
we have a family-owned business that was my dad started. Well, actually, my grandpa started. we're a general contractor, so we can
shout it. Well, shout it out. Advertise yourself.
RLS, Ralph L. Stevenson and Company in Covington, Kentucky. We work mostly on commercial stuff, mostly churches, actually Catholic churches and commercial properties. But we all work together. Me, Ben, my other son Jarrett, and my brother. So
most of the time it's just us on the job. We can talk about whatever we want. Yeah. So talk about riding. What when the next time what the next video we're going to shoot is, when we're going to next go riding again. Yeah,
and we can take off when we want to, basically. So makes it kind of handy.
Yeah, I grew up in the same way, family business. My dad was an electrical contractor, so when I wasn't in school, I was on the job. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
the day I got out of school was the day I started working.
Yeah. Most people got summer vacations. I did not.
Me neither.
Yep.
The first day of summer vacation was my summer day of work. That's when I started working. So.
Yeah. So.
In return for that, he would get me a new dirt bike every year, so it was worth it.
So, where do you guys see Behind the Bars 859 going in the next few years? What's your guys' goal? What are you looking to accomplish with what you're doing?
Well, we don't really have a plan of where it's actually going. We just kind of started. We were going riding all the time, so we just started kind of filming.
We actually didn't think it was going to take off as good as it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we really had no clue what we were doing. We just would go riding and video it and think, man, that's pretty cool. And we're like,
do a YouTube channel.
We should make a video of that. And
so I guess what I really want to do, going forward, is kind of build the community around kind of ourselves, going and organizing rides. Getting people together on cool roads that we think's cool, like in the 859 area. I kind of want to bring more light in that area. I think there's a lot of cool roads around here.
That's what I was saying the other night when I talked to you. I'd just like to do some group rides and from around here and kind of get more people here.
Yeah.
You have an awesome dude in your area. His social media handle is Father Bobber. Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome dude. Go look him up, hit him up, tell him I sent you.
All right.
Because if you guys go back and look, I got a rabbit hash also. It's me and him going down the road.
Yeah.
Nice.
We go there a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
anytime we can't think of somewhere to go ride, we just ride over there. It's always cool.
My sticker was up there. I don't know if it's still there. Actually, it was the Hells on Two Wheel sticker. The beginning name of what our channel was. That's what's on there. But it was fun. I took the drone down there. We did some cool shots, and it was cold because we kind of rode when it was snowing.
And oh wow.
Well, we still went down there and ate and had a good time. So.
Yep. Nice.
Side chat. I got one more question. You guys start throwing your questions in. You want to ask them, and I'll start popping them up and ask them for you. So, what's one thing people can look forward to from Behind the Bars 859 in the near future?
One thing you want to look forward to?
Yeah,
probably racing some Indians versus Harleys.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to try to do a couple of rides this year from around here.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, you guys have let's see, who's a good group that's near you guys? Yep. I'm trying to think. Near you guys. You got Club Style, Louisville.
Yeah, I've seen those guys before.
Yeah, they're always a good time. Just so the questions are popping up, but you're about to see what my wonderful people. This is the stuff my wonderful people ask. Why is pizza round cut into triangles and served in a square box?
Nobody knows the answer to
Nobody
that.
will ever be able to answer that question.
Well, that's disruption. That's my boy. He's out in Colorado. He actually helped us film our Zion National Park film.
Oh, nice.
He was on that trip for us. Let's see. Dallas wants to know, what's the furthest road trip so far?
Well, I guess before we even got real street bikes, we had Honda Groms, but we didn't ride them all the way. Well, we went down to Bike Week on Honda Groms.
Yeah, we don't really ride very far just because my wife goes, Jared's goes, and Jared's kids got to go, and his wife, and so we got to get some place to stay, and it's an ordeal to take everything.
Yeah,
But
people
probably
make fun of us for hauling our bikes when
Yeah.
we go places. We got to start riding.
Yeah, we are going to ride some places this year, but normally we haul.
Yeah.
Let's see. Riding on 3 wants to know if you guys are planning on going to Daytona.
Yes.
I think so. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are going to Daytona?
Yep.
We'll talk after the show. I just came up with a great video idea. Let's just say Daytona's like a second home to me. We get pretty
Nice.
rowdy. I mean, let's see. Was it last year? No, year before last, the sheriff got to the point that by day 3 of Bike Week, he called the shop and was like, I better not see any of your guys on Main Street or you're going straight to jail. I think everybody ended up with a ticket that week for something. So, but that's how we roll. We have a good time.
That's what it's all about.
And the funny thing is our group, like, we're not against drinking or anything, but we're just not big drinkers because we're always on the bikes doing anything, especially when you're doing anything stunt riding or hooligan or anything like that. You just want to make sure you're totally focused because if you don't, bad stuff will happen.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Riding on 3 says, sounds like a Rollin Throttle group ride is in order.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can keep up with Riding on 3. Oh, no. If you go back and look at the chat, him and Tweeter were back and forth about who's faster. That's why I just give him a hard time. Let's see. Nick says 859, come to the 989 for some great memories.
All right.
Put that on their list. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, man. These guys like to shit talk each other a lot, just to let you know. You don't have thick skin. You better watch out. Oh, who would win in a race, Indy and Harley? Hang on, that is a loaded question.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about factory to factory. Are we talking about certain stages? Are we talking about full on built? Like, that could get a very loaded question there.
That is a loaded question.
Yeah. We don't know, but we're going to find out soon.
Yeah, we are going to find out.
Because I'll tell you right now, factory to factory, Indian will smoke the crap out of Harley.
We had a 24 Street Glide, the 23 Indian, and a 22 Road King Special. So,
no,
see what happens.
The only problem we've had with them is when you try to push too much power out of them, the bottom ends in the Indian just do not want to hold up. It's the only thing I've seen out of them. But if you do like a normal like cam, tune, good set of exhaust, those things are awesome. Huh. Tweedle says it depends on the rider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Good point, Tweedle.
And my bike weighs 400 pounds more than his, and I weigh 50 pounds more than he does.
You're just starting to get the excuses rolling already.
Yeah, I'm already seeing how this is. Brian, you and Tweedle hang out just great because here comes the excuse. Every time I do something with him, it's always an excuse.
I mean, you gotta have a couple excuses ready.
Yeah.
Something happens. Something goes sideways.
Well, the one thing is I just tune this bike. I put a different tuner on. I went with the Thunder Max and I retuned this bike for him. And I set it up to have a 2-step. And while we were at Smoky Mountain, had a dude on a 128 Road Glide, and his is only a 117. I put it on the 2-step and just smoked that 128. So I'm always like, put it on the daggone 2-step. And he's like, I'm afraid to get it out of control. The road was closed. No, Tweedle, here comes excuses. Bill, yes, Tweedle is our excuse. Just so everybody knows, to blame Tweedle 2025 as a hashtag. So, see, that's what I'm talking about. Here it comes, DDK. I could take him through third gear. See, now all these guys are awesome. I have rode. I've hung out with probably 99% of what people in here. So that's a great thing about doing this, man. You meet all kinds of people, and you have close friendships. You develop close friendships with people all over the country. So
Yeah.
you really can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
It seems like wherever you go and start talking to somebody, everybody's more than willing to talk and share some stories. That's what's cool about it.
So Tiger Ward, Tweedle didn't even win the slow race. See, so he's not even the fastest because
or the slowest.
Or the slowest. Oh no, we had a great time mobbing the mountains. So, let's see. You guys, I'm just going to get you guys a room. You guys want to keep talking to each other like that. But hey, here's the funny thing: they do this in the live chat, right? And then I get them to an event. I'm like, hey, let's actually go run. Come on, I know a place, I know a road I can shut down. Let's go run and see who's what. Guess who wants to do it? Absolutely nobody. I'm just saying.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
Yes, you did pass me on a stock bike once. Even if you were filming, I'm like, go. So we can get the shot. Oh,
So
no, that was in Albuquerque. We went and ate, and it was raining. So, I don't know if you guys go back, you'll learn who Blue Spade is. That's the custom road glide I have that's built to 174 horsepower road glide that's just built. It was raining, and we made a turn, and I romped on it. When I did, I started spinning, and he's like, with the stock bike, he's just like, do. Like, I'm not gripping. He's just slowly going down the road past me.
what do you got done to your road glide now that you can talk about?
I'll talk about it off the air because I don't like to give away secrets.
You got a 24 road glide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the shop, we just finished a 212 horsepower 24 road glide.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We can make it go fast if you want it. The only thing that limits people is their wallets.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is not cheap. And it's only getting worse. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, it's not me. Like, materials getting cheap. Materials get more expensive. The labor's getting more expensive. So the parts get more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Disruption knows you beat Drew. You never let it go. Yeah. Let's see. Tweedle, you never let it go either. Let's see. One time me and him was going to race. And when we went to take off, I dropped the lifters out of the bike. So he beat me. And on my stock bike, he beat me. You know, the guy's a cheater. Can you have you know that? Yeah. Actually, if you ask him, he was worried because, like, even though I was on a stock bike, like when we launched and took off, he was like, "Oh crap!" That's where the experienced rider, thing comes in.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to just launching the crap out of these things. And a stock bike is nothing to launch for me. But let's see, who built the new version of my bike? Drew. I did. I know exactly what your bike will do. I built that bike. And it's only gonna get nastier. We got plans. So here's my thing. Here's a great question I like to hear people's stuff about. When is it too much horsepower? When you say it's
My thing is when it gets where it's not dependable.
but it's all mechanical. So when do you say it becomes unreliable?
Yeah, how will you know until you push it past that
Yeah.
limit? You
I
know,
don't know.
I mean, I think it depends on the rider. You know, it depends on what you can handle. You know,
Right, there you go, Ben.
Yeah.
'Cause some people do not need it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We saw that firsthand. Dude, this guy had to be late 50s, early 60s on a performance bagger down in Daytona. Had no business being on that bagger. We watched him wreck that thing 3 times and
Wow.
probably 2 miles. I'm like, this dude does not need all this bike.
Yeah.
Salty says too much horsepower is when the wallet runs out.
That's another good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think you can have too much power.
But we've had this discussion. I've had discussion with these guys, and this is what my experience, because where we built big stuff. I've had personally big stuff, big horsepower stuff. You get to a point that, depending on your riding style, then you're getting to where it's not usable power because you're just
Yeah.
not going to use it. There's no
Yeah.
point in spending the money getting there because you're just not going to use it. You know, if you're a long rider and you're trying to do 170 horsepower, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never going to use it. You know, just go with a good cam and exhaust and tune, get yourself a 120s, 130s out of it, and that's plenty of what you're trying to do. So, and it sounds good.
That's kind of my plan.
Yeah.
For my street glide.
Oh, I can. Yeah. All I can say is welcome to the family.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, I'm going to ask you guys. We've talked about you guys. We talked about the ambassador program. I'll ask you guys. Would you guys like to come on as our first ambassadors of Rollin Throttle?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. Breaking news. We have our first ambassadors.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't know we were the first. I feel special now.
The very
Awesome.
first. And this is nothing against anybody else. I just, I am slowly working my way down people to put it in. So if you haven't heard from me, don't worry about it. This is a long process. If you guys can't tell, I went through everything you guys did. I watched everything. And that's why I called and had a conversation and then did some talking with some other people. So I'd like to announce we have our first ambassadors of Rollin Throttle.
Nice. We appreciate it.
All right. So everybody else, don't give up on the ambassador program. I will get to you. Just realize it is the holidays. Just be honest with you. The kids are coming into town, and it's not on top of my priority list right now. Actually, any business is probably not on top of my priority list until the first of the year. So, which is only a week. It's not like
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. For us, that's what I was thinking. We're going to be off for a while, but not really. It's only a week.
Yeah.
They want me to post the link again for you guys. I will do that. No problem. That way you can go over and check these guys out.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Tweedle's on top of it. He's actually doing his due diligence tonight. I'm going to do this. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance, final thoughts before I do my outro, and let you guys talk to these people and say, "Hey, come support." So it's you guys. Say your outro, your last words, your final thoughts, whatever you want to do.
Cool. Yeah. Just check us out on YouTube, and I think we got a Facebook and stuff.
Facebook, Instagram.
We need to get better about the Facebook thing, but yeah, check out our YouTube. We got new videos coming out every Thursday. So riding around in the 859.
That's
Anything
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on the show for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us on.
So what's your brother's name?
Jarrett.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get you guys back on so we can have
Yeah.
all three of you on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Introduce him to everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys just wait a second. I'm gonna drop off here and do my outro, and then we'll talk for a little bit. All right.
All right. Sounds good. Cool.
Okay. Thanks,
Just hang
everybody.
on.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. They're awesome. Great announcement here. I think they'll be a great addition to the family that's already just busting their ass. Like I said, for everybody else that's put it in, don't worry. I'm getting to you. This is a slow process. We're new to it. And we'll go from there. So, with that being said, here's my final thoughts on what's going on. Before I say anything else, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to everybody, to everyone who supported Rollin Throttle, whether it's about watching our videos or buying our merch or trusting us for your parts or even just sharing a post or leaving a comment. You're the reason this exists. We couldn't do what we do without you. When we started this, it wasn't about making a quick buck or chasing clout. It was just about building something real, something that represents the riders, the dreamers, and the hardworking people who live for the open road. And every single one of you who stood with us, you're the fuel that keeps us going. I want to know, I know we're not the biggest brand out there. We're not flashy. We're not backed by some huge company. We're just regular folks, full-time jobs, working late nights and long weekends to keep the stream alive. And the fact that you see the heart and the hustle behind what we're doing, that means more than anything I can put into words. When you rock a Rollin Throttle shirt, when you comment on a video, when you tag your friends or share something we put out, it's not just helping us grow, it's helping building this family. It's reminding us why we started this in the first place. And for that, I owe you more than just a thank you. I owe you gratitude and my promise to keep giving this everything I've got. So whether you've been with us from the start or you just joined us, know this. We're not just a follower. You're not just a follower. You're a customer or a subscriber. You're part of something real. You're part of Rollin Throttle. Thank you for riding with us. Thank you for believing in us. And thank you for being part of this journey. We're just getting started, and we want you by our side. There's no limit to where we can go. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And now let's just keep this thing rolling.
And I'll never need them all in the highway all my life. If I'm there in the mirror, coming up from behind, all the words on your lips, what's running through your mind? So much talk of freedom, but who's really free? You better ask that question before you're judging me. And the reason to live is the reason to die. If you can't live this way, then you live in a lie. If there's nothing here to hear, there's nothing here to find. And I'll never need them all
All right, we're back. Well, I got
Back
that.
to-